Hey guys, Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. Today I want to talk about something that could be advantageous to many of you. We're going to talk about whether it is time to trade this beautiful shiny silver for this gold. All right, we're going to get into it here. The GSR right now is compelling. Who says the GSR trade is dead and irrelevant? Well, I'm here to show you that it is not, and it is in full force if you have prepared yourself to make these trades. So let's go ahead and see what we can trade, how we can trade it, and how much money we can convert from silver to gold to take advantage of the lower GSR, gold-silver ratio. I hate to give you up, but it's time to get more of that. Let's go. As promised, I am going to talk about the GSR, the gold to silver ratio, and if you haven't noticed, it has been dropping as silver has been rising, and gold has not been participating as much. So if you prepare yourself like I do with generic pieces of silver and generic pieces of gold, you can make the swap and increase the size of your stack in this last run by approximately 20%. Now, when I say the size of your stack, I don't mean your silver stack. I don't actually just mean your gold stack. I mean your gold and silver stack, which I like to keep the value of both at about 50-50. And this is perfect for me because I am heavy on silver right now, and I do want more gold. Okay, let me walk you through this really quickly, and I will show you how you might be able to make this trade and not lose a penny to premiums, okay? So first you have to dispel the thought that everything is high premium. Everything is not high premium if you're working in the generic zone. So I showed you those bars. Those were elemental bars, just generic bullion that actually those were purchased a few years ago. I think around $18 to $20, $18, $19. But it could have just as well been silver that was bought excuse me, on August 31st. Let's go back and review the price of silver on August 31st of 2022. And not that long ago, right? Hold on, I got to get back over to photos. Here is silver on August 31st. So a couple months ago, you can see silver hit a bottom of 1791, and I was buying some back right around there as it approached 18 anyway, which was my buy zone back then. So I did buy silver at that price, and I'm happy I did. On the same date, let's take a look at the price of gold. So remember this, silver was about $18, and gold on August 31 was about $1,700. Okay, so about $18 to $1,700, and the GSR at that time was 95. Okay, and I think a lot of us said, wow, 95, it is time to load up the silver, forget about the gold, because the gold to silver ratio is relevant. It's math, all right, and math will always be relevant. So when you can get more silver for your money than gold for the same amount of money, you should be doing some buying. I certainly was. It was 95 back then. Look what's happened to the gold to silver ratio since then. It has dropped all the way down to about 75. Let's see if I can get that. No, it's not going to display, but right around 75. If you'll notice, 75 on the GSR is consistent with support from recent history. And you can, if you go back another year or two, you'll find 65 was the old level. Perhaps 75 is the new level, or perhaps we'll see 65. What does that depend on? That depends on whether silver keeps moving. Now, I am speculating at the moment that silver is about done with this run. Why do I do that? I don't mean to be a pessimist, but 9 times out of 10, when silver makes its run, it gets pushed back down. It's just the nature of the metal. Call it manipulation, call it market forces, call it the recession that's looming and commodities. But silver is pushing 24, and I think it could make a run to 25, but I think it's going to get stuck here. And I think this GSR is bottoming right now. So if we take our $24 silver and we truck on down to the LCS with our generic silver, at least at my LCS, I will likely get a dollar over. If your LCS doesn't pay that, then you might try Vermilion Enterprises, who does pay a dollar over at a minimum. So I can trade out of my silver at a 1 over 24. I can get a 4% premium on my silver when I trade it out. Now, if I go to buy gold, I can buy gold at 1800. Now, you may say that the premiums on gold are high, but actually the way that I purchase it on eBay, looking for generic gold in assay, I can show you how to find this bar for $1,820. Okay, let me show you that real quickly. And we just have to get over to eBay. And if you follow my videos, you'll know this is consistent with what I have said over time. Okay, I have searched on 1 ounce gold in assay, my very favorite gold, because we can trade it out. Now, this gold from Bullion Exchanges, a reputable dealer, is selling for $18.77. Well, you might prefer, a random bar, which would probably be a Credit Suisse, or you might prefer an Arger Heraeus. They're all about the same. But if you have that eBay credit card that I recommend, and you've spent over $1,000 so far this year, not hard to do if you're buying gold and silver on eBay, this $1,877 bar becomes $1,877 times 0.967, because I'm getting a 3.3% rebate on my eBay purchases. It goes right into the credit card statement. That bar becomes $1,815, $1,815. You see, gold is presently trading around 1,800. That is a 1% premium. So what I'm telling you is you can sell your silver right now, or at least I can, and get 4% premium back, and I can buy more generic gold in assay for a 1% premium, putting a kicker on that in GSR. Here it is again. All right, so if you had bought silver around the 95, and if you are selling it now that it's much more valuable and potentially topping, and I'm not saying sell all of it, I'm saying trade around the edges, get your ratio back to 50-50. If you follow that, if you don't, whatever your ratio is between gold and silver, and pick up some gold right now, because gold is inexpensive. And if I were going to buy anything at the moment, it would not be silver, it would be gold, because look at gold, it's gone, almost nowhere since, what is that, August? I think that both gold and silver could see some pressure. All right, I think silver could see more pressure than gold, but that GSR is all you need to know. It's math, and you can trade out your silver for gold, come back home with 20% or more gold than you had before, equalize your ratio, and enjoy the future appreciation of gold, because what we have found that it is cyclical. Okay, it has lows, it has highs, it has lows again, and this is the exact time that not everybody, but some people were saying the GSR is irrelevant, there's a new paradigm, and look what's happening. The other thing that's happening right now is premiums are dropping. Okay, premiums are dropping on silver, especially premium products like American Silver Eagles, American Gold Eagles, you can still find the $2 to $2.50 over spot deals on generic silver. If you look hard and you're not picky, you're willing to pick up a kilo. The other thing that I think is happening right now, the other concern I have for silver is that I think the dollar. I said it last week and I was wrong, but I think the dollar may be bottoming here. I think the move, the drop in 10-year rates has been a little overdone, and I think very possibly if we get a strong CPI, we could see dollar and 10-year rates continue to rally. What would that do? That would likely depress silver and gold, but when you look at the GSR, what do you think is more likely to drop more if we have a strengthening in the dollar? I say that it's going to be silver, and gold and silver both may drop, but I think silver may drop more. It's just the nature of the volatility of the metal. All right, so I don't know if I've convinced you or not, or if that's something you're willing to do, but it has only been a couple of months since you could have bought your silver and could be trading it out today for gold in assay. And if you don't like gold in assay and you need to do this with eagles, that's a whole different mathematical equation. And possibly silver eagles to gold eagle trades could be the same. But with the premiums crashing on silver eagles, I think a lot of people who bought eagles are probably standing still right now in terms of the value. Despite the 20% or more appreciation in silver, if you bought an eagle at a $15 premium and now you can buy it today at $8, watch the Vermilion Enterprises videos. There's a guy telling you the truth with kind of wholesale, small dealer prices. Then you've sat out this complete move. The billionaire that put 50 million or 500 million or 250 million into silver eagles. You know what they've made on this recent run? Nothing. Because the buyback prices are going to be far less than what they paid. Had they bought generic silver, they could have potentially traded that out. And of course, I'm not taking into account tax consequences. But, this is why I stay in the generic zone, and there's the advantage of being able to turn your silver purchased at a reasonable price in a generic form into 20% more gold and keep that balance at about 50-50. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Sorry if this got a little technical, but that is what I'm planning to do, and the silver that I sell is going to go back into generic gold. I don't think there's a problem in the world buying gold today. I think gold is still inexpensive at these levels in the generic form. Perhaps it'll get a little cheaper if you wanted to sell your silver today, wait and buy gold in a couple weeks. But you could make this trade today and come out much better off than potentially waiting and have one of those two prices reverse on you. What could go wrong with this? Well, this could be the 1 out of 10 times that silver makes an enormous run, and then continues to make another enormous run. That is always possible, but if you keep yourself at 50-50 gold to silver, and you always have silver to trade, then that's okay too. Right? I'm just playing the odds here, and the odds tell me that we don't get over 25. That's the GSR telling me that, the highly relevant GSR. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. Love to hear your thoughts. And are you trying to take advantage of this, or is this just too hard? And just, if you're not going to do anything, then I would switch to buying gold here. I would buy all the gold you want right here, but I wouldn't be buying silver. I haven't been, and the price has run away on me. But I think it's time to buy gold, not silver. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next week.